Guten Tag. Hello, everyone. We are from Japan. Thank you for the opportunity to the present at Transformation World 2023. Ich bin Kashiwaki. I'm Kashiwaki. This is Uchida. これでいいのかな? Okay. Today's presentation will be on the topic of integration of the S4HANA Global Single Instance with SAP Bluefield. The SAP plays the critical role in the digital transformation for the companies worldwide. Our presentation will be focused on how to achieve integration to S4HANA Global Single Instance using Bluefield approach. The integration enables businesses to streamline our process and facilitate seamless global expansion. Let's get started with the detailed explanation of Bluefield approach. Please enjoy this presentation.
Today's agenda is as follows. 1. Introduction of EagleBurgmann Japan. 2. Project overview. 3. Benefit of Bluefield approach. 4. Key success factors. 5. Next challenge.
First of all, I'd like to introduce EagleBurgmann Japan. EagleBurgmann Japan is a member of Freudenberg near here, Weinheim, Germany, and Eagle Industry, Tokyo, Japan. We specialize in research, development, and production of shaft shearing drive component called mechanical seal. Our company has a 4 management policies. One of management policies respect human dignity based on commitment and trust. We work with mutual respect and trust to provide valuable product to our customers. To begin, we will introduce system challenges before starting and project goals. Core business operations were integrated into SAP ECC in 2013, but SAP standard functions were not fully utilized. Many add-on assets made system operation complicated and costly. Lack of internal, external SAP personnel despite impending end of SAP ECC support. EagleBurgmann Japan aimed to build a new core system that integrated core business operations with ERP, CRM, and PLM system as its core. We aim to revise our existing workflow, facilitate data utilization, and then accelerate further automation and implemented DX through seamless linkage between systems. Next, let me give you on the overview of the project to select S4HANA conversion approach and to solve the system challenges.
Let's take a look at the project overview. First of all, the project was based on the basic policy of fit. Okay.
Sorry.
Next.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry. First of all, the project was based on the basic policy of fit to standard, and all transaction data was migrated. ECC was converted to S4HANA, and instance integration was performed with Eagle Industry. The period was as follows. 3 months for the assessment, 2 months for the integration policy review, and the project implementation took 12 months. S/4HANA conversion approach. Bluefield select data migration was selected. Finally, the project team built with EagleBurgmann Japan, Eagle Industry, Fujitsu, and other partners. The project also reviews a lot of support from SNP, the provider of Bluefield.
First, I'd like to talk about the basic policy for instance integration. What was the basic policy fit to standard? The first step is this project as to upgrade the core system that serve as DX foundation from SAP ECC to S/4HANA and integrated it into a single instance of Eagle Industry global system. The basic idea in integration is the idea of fit to standard. However, there was a demand to migrate as much necessary data as possible. So 3 additional policies were added to the project. On the first policy of the integration, that when transferring the system to S/4HANA, any customizations and programs for the executive to Eagle Industry, EagleBurgmann should be kept a minimum. The following policy was that any unnecessary master data shouldn't be migrated. Lastly, the third policy was all transaction data would be migrated. Next, I'd like to show you about the approach to S/4HANA. There are several approaches, such as the Greenfield, which is a system rebuild, and Brownfield, which is a straight conversion from ECC to S/4HANA. Bluefield or Brownfield approach was a better choice for this project to achieve data migration, including the historical data. Bluefield approach was the best choice for this project to achieve the data migration while converting code data for items, vendors, accounts, and other customization to related core values such as document types. Next, Uchida-san would like to explain how we proceeded with Bluefield approach based on the project schedule.
In terms of how to proceed with the project, it took 3 months for the assessment, 2 months for the discuss of the integration policy after the assessment, and 12 months for the project. The point was to review the impact of instance integration during the assessment phase to determine the integration strategy. In the assessment phase, we conducted a comparative analysis of the SAP systems of Eagle Industry, which is the integration destination of the instance integration, and EagleBurgmann, which is the integration source. Based on the results of this analysis, the policy for integration operations and master was discussed. Now let me introduce the instance integration analysis and the detail of the integration policy. In the major category of organization, master, customization and program, we compared EagleBurgmann and Eagle Industries SAP systems during the assessment phase, and instance integration analysis was conducted. For example, in the organization analysis, we performed a code conversion of SAP's organizational structure to check for the need for code conversion. In the master analysis, we compare the code of each master and checked for the conflicts between systems and provided input for the master integration policy. The same comparative analysis was performed for the customization and number ranges. Conducting the comparative analysis of SAP systems and discussing the integration policy before starting of the project was a critical process for the project success. Next is summary of data migration requirements for instance integration. In order to achieve fit to standard while maintaining all past data, data migration requirements were compiled and the migration design was implemented. We need to customization, program, as well as master, transaction, and other data while converting. Therefore, we created a list of data conversion requirements with the integration policy as input. Duplicate date numbers were also listed in the table of how the numbers were converted. Then, based on these migration requirements, were configured the migration tool, conducted the migration rehearsal, and then checked for any omissions or defects, while actual running in the SAP functions during testing depends on the case. If there were any problems, we fixed and confirmed in the test, and then did the final check at the next migration rehearsal to see if the problem had really been resolved. The last part of the project is instance integration steps. There were two stages, while online and migration while the system was down. In the first stage, customization and add-ons were migrated to Eagle Industry, the integration destination, during the online migration before production migration. Then, during the production migration, which is during the system down, data such as master and transaction are migrated while converting them. Based on the migration requirements, in this way, the phase of migration of applications such as customization and add-ons, as well as data such as master and transaction data, had led to shorter migration times during system down. We will now explain three benefits gained from instance integration. Firstly, production migration was achieved in the short time with no business impact. Secondly, the workflow was reviewed while maintaining all past data. Finally, IT resource sharing through integration.
Okay. First benefit is production migration was achieved in the short time with no business impact. The integration into the global instance with multiple overseas location was difficult to coordinate to determine the downtime. The limit is 44 hours was set for the production migration with system down. Through rehearsals, the migration procedure was clarified and server resources were optimized. We are able to migrate to the production as planned with no impact to the business. Second benefit is the workflow was reviewed while maintaining all past data. Bluefield approach enabled us to review the workflow while maintaining all past data. And we are able to build a system that would play the part of future integration of fundamental business operations and data utilization. Add-on program has been reduced and the utilization of SAP standard transaction code has been improved. SAP system was built to the more easily acceptable to the future version upgrade. Third benefit is IT resource sharing through the integration. Fit to standard enables sharing of the IT resources such as IT staff and support members of Eagle industry. The instant integration shared system asset between the EagleBurgmann Japan and the Eagle industry and has improved operational efficiency, including cost.
We have described 3 benefits gained from instance integration. Let me explain the 2 key success factors that allowed us to achieve these effects.
Okay. There are some of key points of success. First one is teamwork. All meetings were online in the Corona-19 environment. And following 2 points were risks. The lack of SAP expert in my company. There were not enough examples of Bluefield approach. Therefore, we had engaged a number of business partners to participate in this project and build the nice team that can provide not only project management but also comprehensive support in basis, infrastructure, applications, operations, maintenance, data migration, and more to resolve many challenges. We had thorough discussions both within the team and across the teams. We defined the data conversion requirement. We create the post-transition validation points and scenarios. We gradually understand the characteristic of the Bluefield approach. To be honest, we are way behind the schedule. I believe that all members of the team well understanding of our policy, respect and trust. And through the teamwork, led this project to the success completion. The second point is that the lift up to the cloud had been completed. In the test of before first migration rehearsal took 16 days. In the final rehearsal, we were able to complete the data migration in 25 hours. In order to reduce the data migration time, it was necessary to change the configuration of the source, conversion, and the destination servers. In fact, EagleBurgmann had already lifted to the cloud 2020 before the project began. Eagle Industry had also already lifted to SAP HANA Enterprise Cloud. Because both companies use the cloud, we had the flexibility to optimize each server resource before each rehearsal. We then reviewed the migration procedure with SNP, data migration team. We implemented the parallel processing of jobs. These helped us to significantly reduce the data migration time. We are pleased to introduce the next project we are moving forward with. This challenge was EagleBurgmann Japan only. We were considering expanding to other regions in the future. Specifically, we will be the focus on digital transformation of EagleBurgmann. Integration instance in Asia Pacific and India regions. These projects require the support of SLP Germany and Fujitsu.
Fujitsu can continue to support the further acceleration of DX in the EagleBurgmann and Eagle Industry Group.
Thank you. Yeah, we had a few examples of Bluefield and solved many problems one by one as we went along. I'd like to express my sincere gratitude to the management and transformation specialist at SNP Germany. Thanks to your cooperation, the project was an on-time success. This concludes our presentation. Oh, danke schön. Thank you for your attention. ありがとうございました。